What's going on, everybody? This is Brian from SneakerFiles.com, recapping the news, and in this video I got two exclusive pieces of news from Jordan Brand that is coming in 2020. Now, before I give you a breakdown of the highlights in this video, like always, I appreciate you guys for liking this video. Definitely does help, so shout out to you guys. And for the highlights, in 2020 we have the release of the Air Jordan 13 Flint. I can confirm that it's coming and featuring 3M reflective. In addition, the Air Jordan 3 Animal Pack will be releasing in 2020, originally rumored to release in fall. One of the pairs from the pack I saw, I'm sure you guys see it in the thumbnail, and I'm going to talk about that more later on in the video. Other than that, we got quite a bit from Nike and a few things from Adidas, and now without wasting too much more of your time, let's jump into the news. I believe it was last week that a rumor started to spread that the Adidas Ultra Boost 1.0 in Solar Yellow and Solar Red would be making a return in October. Like I mentioned at that time, it was a rumor, and now there is confirmation that the two will release. Both originally dropped in 2015. Now, the Solar Yellow pair looks exactly like the original release. However, the Solar Red pair is slightly different. In 2015, the lace cage was done in all black, and for 2019, we'll have a red lace cage with black 3 stripes branding. Now, for a release date, both are set to drop on October 3rd. Retail price is set at $180 each. Here's something that leaked earlier in the week, but there was so much news that this pair kind of got pushed to the side, so I apologize to those that are a fan of the Ultra Boost and enjoy Ultra Boost news. It appears that Adidas Originals will release another Star Wars collection. This will celebrate the next movie, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, which will be in theaters on December 20th, but this pair is known as the XWing. Featuring a futuristic look, shades of gray run throughout, orange lance on the 3 stripes branding, and hill. Even though I'm not a Star Wars fan, what I thought was pretty cool is the X-Wing Starfighter on the hill counter and white boost midsole. Other details includes co-branding on the tongues, special insoles, and a Jedi Order symbol. Last but not least is the Force will be with you always on the hill. Now, at the time of shooting this, a retail price nor a set release date is available. However, they could drop during fall or even winter 2019, but more than likely they'll debut before the actual movie hits theaters. I remember when the Nike Air More Uptempo returned. I believe the first colorway was the OG black and white pair, and since then we've seen so many different colorways, different materials applied to the shoe, and now we have something new in the works. This pair is being called Anthracite Snakeskin, and as of now, it's looking like this pair will be a grade school exclusive. So it features white leather across the base. Anthracite with a snakeskin finish lands on the large Air, and it almost looks like there's an iridescent finish. Outlining the large Air is metallic gold. Then we have white on the midsole and what looks to be either a dark gray or black rubber outsole. So currently a release date is not available. They are expected to drop this fall, and retail price will be $130. All right, so we have one more grade school exclusive to talk about in this video. I believe one more. And this I'm kind of let down on because I really like this shoe. Definitely would have picked it up if they were available in my size, but this is the Nike Air Max 98 Halloween, featuring a gridiron, black, obsidian, and luminous green. If you look closely by the swoosh, you'll actually see bats. Across the mudguard, it has this creepy vibe going on, which includes an old fence and trees, kind of like something you would see on Pet Sematary. There's also a graphic on the insoles. I can't really make it out, and they also have 3M reflective detailing. Now, if you're a fan of this pair and do want to purchase, they are available now on Finish Line. Retail price is set at $165. What I'm going to do is drop a link in the description below for anybody that wants to purchase this shoe can head right over to Finish Line. Nike has officially unveiled the Nike LeBron 17. And doing so, they published an article that's titled 5 Things to Know About the LeBron 17. So with that being said, I'm going to summarize most of it. I'm going to read parts of it from the article, and I'm only going to highlight 4. The 5th one is a release date, but theirs is kind of vague. I have a little bit more information to add in, but let's jump into it. Number 1, it has the highest volume Hill Max Air unit in a LeBron shoe. It's the most max air that LeBron's worn in a shoe set beneath the heel to provide shock absorption for his explosive play. A soft foam pod directly under the max air units adds cushioning. If you look at the evolution of LeBron's line, you'll see how he loves max air, and we felt like the volume of air in the 17 was the next solution in providing the stabilization and support he needs, says Petrie. For those that don't know, Jason Petrie is the designer of the Nike LeBron 17, and he's designed quite a few other models as well. Number 2, the shoe has 2 independent Air Zoom pods under the forefoot. Air Zoom is combined with Max Air for the ultimate hybrid cushioning. Air Zoom units in the forefoot respond to LeBron's downhill speed from point to point. The lateral and medial pods under the forefoot give him the response and comfort in conjunction with Max Air bag. The way LeBron sees it, he wants to feel confident from the ground up. He doesn't need help jumping. He wants to feel secure on the way down. Number 3, and what I feel is probably the most unique, is the shoe introduces Knitposite, evolving the upper construction from Battle Knit 2.0 on the LeBron 16. The LeBron 17 combines lightweight fly knit construction with heat molded yarns that add structure and color. The result is durable, supportive, and resist stretching. We wanted to blend the knit on the 15 and the strength of the Battle Knit on the 16. The result is amazing. Once the heat is applied to the knitting process, you get this jewel-like armored exoskeleton that's stuffed with these yarns, says Petrie. It's both structural and soft in the areas it needs to be. Also, what I heard is that the use of Knitposite allows for different designs and even more colors to be added. I don't know how true that is. I just saw that floating around in some other sources talking about it. Last up, number 4, signature LeBron details have shifted to the tongue. The lion crest was on the heel of the LeBron 16, while the silhouette of LeBron dunking was on the outsole. The LeBron 17 shifts those details onto the tongue, combining phrases and symbols like I'm king, LJ, and 2-3. The first release, which we're going to talk more about in a minute, is the Nike LeBron 17 Future Air, and that drops on September 27th. I believe there was an exclusive early drop on sneakers yesterday, but now another release will take place on September 27th. Retail price will be $200. Now you can expect additional colorways to release, for examples a Lakers edition and a pair that comes in black and white. Now there's going to be more colorways in October. So far it looks like the black and white pair will drop on October 3rd. I believe it was a video earlier this week. We briefly talked about the Nike LeBron 17 Future Air. And since they put out a press release, Nike added this shoe to the Sneakers app. The release date I just talked about, but that is September 27th. And just to read a bit from Sneakers to let you know more about this shoe, it offers a window into the next phase of Nike's game-changing technology. Incorporating both Air Max and Zoom Air, the silhouette's iconic new design and first-to-the-court cushioning continues LeBron's air-enabled lineage. Bright orange detailing also references Nike's Air heritage by taking cues from the iconic Air Max shoebox and the swoosh's go-to hue. Like I mentioned, September 27th is the date and retail price will be $200. The Basement, which is a Facebook group, first collaborated on the Nike Dunk Low, and now they're going to release an Air Max 90. This pair comes dressed in gray fog, clear, light smoke gray, and photon dusk. Featuring suede on the mudguard, mesh lands on the panels, plastic is applied to the eyelets, and then we have smooth and tumbled leather placed throughout. Now, the highlight of this pair is that it features removable swoosh logos in 4 different colors. Finishing the look is cell on the midsole, while a translucent outsole displays real people do real things. At the time of shooting this video, a release date is unavailable, but this pair is expected to drop during October, and the retail price will be $140. Following a first look at what's being called the Nike Air Foamposite 1 Halloween, we do have additional photos. So originally there was just one image. Now we have a good amount to look at. So the Halloween nickname, it's not confirmed. However, they are releasing during the month of October, and it kind of has this Halloween vibe to it. Now, as you can see, it features a white Foamposite shell, and then we have this unique graphic running throughout. It's like a mixture of shattered glass and everything like that. Now, one thing I will say, months ago, there was a rumor that a Nike Air Foamposite 1 shattered backboard would release. And although the colorway does kind of fit this shoe, I would think it would feature more orange, but it does have black, it does have white and orange, so it could be that shoe. So either this is a Halloween inspired Foamposite 1 or shattered backboard. Now, a set release date has yet to be announced. However, they are expected to release during October, and retail price will be $230. On to Jordan Brand, and as most of you know, 2020 is the 30th anniversary of the Air Jordan 5. What a lot of people have been asking, at least what I see, is a return for the Grape Air Jordan 5. Now, I have yet to see anything as of yet. However, we do have an alternate Grape Air Jordan 5 releasing, and the top 3 Jordan 5, it does have some detailing. I got to see that shoe already, so next week I will have a Photoshop so you guys will know exactly how it looks. I know this won't fill the void of the Grape Air Jordan 5, but Jordan Brand is going to release the Jordan Mars 270 in the Grape theme. Now, if you're feeling this shoe, I definitely would wait because they will go on sale. Not that this isn't a dope colorway, the model just isn't that sought after. But going over this pair, they feature white leather throughout. We have gray on the swoosh, and then we have a mixture of purple and teal that gives this pair the Grape vibe. The last detail is a translucent outsole. Now, a release date is not available. This is a pair that won't have a release date. They will just start showing up at Jordan Brand retailers. When they do, when the store gets them, they're going to throw them on the shelf, and the retail price is set at $160. In the last video, we got an on-feet look of the Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG First Class Flight. Yesterday morning, official images landed of the shoe, so I didn't want to go in depth on this. I just wanted to showcase the photos. And on a side note, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of hype for this shoe. I actually like them, but I see some people making fun of the inspiration behind it, which is Jordan Brand's shipping facility. And I get it, it's definitely a stretch as far as using stories to inspire releases, but if you're one of those that do plan on picking them up and you missed out on the release info, this pair drops on September 26th. Retail price will be $160. New photos of the Air Jordan 12 Reverse Taxi has landed, and I know a lot of people have said this, myself included, but this pair pretty much mimics that of the nylon Air Jordan 12 that released back in 2016. For that simple fact, at first I didn't like the shoe because it mimicked a shoe that released only a few years ago, but over time this pair has grown on me. It's kind of hard to dislike a shoe that's simple. Another reason people dislike it is due to the nickname Reverse Taxi, which I get. Although it's not bad, it's clean, it's not something I need. Highlighted with black throughout, gold lands on the top 2 eyelets, 2-3 running down the tongue, and hinted on the heel. We also have red accents, white on part of the midsole, and rubber outsole. So if you do like this shoe, they drop on November 9th and retail price will be $190. In 2020, there's going to be a lot of colorways of the Air Jordan 1 High Zoom R2T. But one of the first that is going to release is the pair shown, and it's rumored to be part of the Fearless collection. Now, since I've showcased the shoe a handful of times, I'll just go over a few of the highlights. It features 3M reflective across the entire upper. We also have a translucent outsole, and instead of Nike Air branding, we have Zoom Air. Originally, when this pair leaked, we knew that it was coming during the holiday season. A release date has yet to be announced. However, what I'm hearing is that this pair will release on December 7th. That isn't confirmed, but that's what I saw, and of course that is subject to change. Retail price will be $175. Leaking more 2020 Jordan brand release info. This is one of at least 2 Air Jordan 3s that make up the upcoming Animal Pack. Now, there is possibly a third one, which I'll get to more later on. And I want to give a big thank you to Z Sneakerhead Z. I told him about this release, and him and I worked for roughly 3 hours creating this. So yes, it's a Photoshop, but I couldn't share actual images of the shoe, so I have to recreate it. But this recreation is based off of what I've seen. Now, originally the Air Jordan 3 Animal Pack was scheduled to release sometime during fall, and I'm not sure on the other pair, but what's shown is one releasing in 2020. I can 100% confirm that, and it features a mixture of alligator, ostrich, python, and some other sort of reptile or even snakeskin. I guess snake is a reptile, but it features black on the base. We have minimal purple detailing, which is seen on the eyelets. White python print wraps the toe. We have orange on the heel, green ostrich covering the collar, and then white on the midsole and rubber outsole. And the reason why early on I said there could be 3 pairs part of the Animal Pack is because with this, it was listed as Animal Print 3. So it appears that the actual name of the pack is Animal Print. Not that that really matters, but getting to the release information, there isn't a set date. I was told that they were going to release during spring 2020 and no retail price. But what I can say is that it will cost more than $190. They got a lot of different materials used, so I definitely expect a higher retail price than $200. Definitely would be surprised if it was $200 or even $190. Now, one other thing is that this pair won't be available everywhere. You'll be able to purchase exclusively at the Sneakers app and Tier 0 accounts. Last but not least, we have to talk about is the Air Jordan 13 Flint. Now, early on, actually about a week or so ago, there was a rumor that the Air Jordan 13 Flint would return in 2020. Now, at that time, it was only a rumor. Also, the rumor stated that this pair would be part of Truest to the OG collection. Now, I can't confirm anything on that, but what I can say is that this pair is a go in 2020. So it's no longer a rumor unless Jordan Brand decides to scrap it. But what I can say is that this shoe was showcase part of the spring 2020 releases from Jordan Brand. So along with the shoe, I was supplied some additional information. It will include the OG specs along with reflective 3M on the upper. Now, I know the rumors on this shoe have been countless over the years, starting in 2017, I believe. And even when I reported on those rumors, I stated that it was a rumor. And I know a lot of people's hopes got up and then let down. However, I'm going to say that it's 95% confirmed. Now, the reason why I'm saying it's 5% not confirmed is that Jordan Brand could say at the last minute, no, we don't want to release them, and I don't want to be held accountable for that. But like I mentioned, this pair is being showcased as part of the spring 2020 line, along with many other pairs. I got a bunch of stuff to share with you guys. I promise you it's coming next week. But these two I wanted to get out to you guys, and in the previous video I talked about a few others, so be on the lookout for that. Other than that, we don't have a set release date. They are expected to drop during spring 2020 since it's part of Jordan Brand's collection, and as of now it's not confirmed, but the retail price is looking like it'll be $190. So let me know in the comment section below if you plan on picking up the Flint Air Jordan 13 when it drops next year. And that recaps the news. Like always, we post it first on SneakerFiles.com and then we take it to YouTube. Like always, I appreciate you guys watching. Next week, I'm going to try to do 5 uploads. I know I need to make up at least one more to keep that 3 upload a week average. But what I would like to have is 5 videos next week, each video containing at least one exclusive leak to you guys from Jordan Brand. So something I always planned on doing, it's just in the past it was a mixture of Jordan Brand and Nike, but I'm sitting on quite a bit of information. And what I've learned is that if I sit on it too long, stuff gets leaked. So I'm gonna really be pushing to get this stuff out to you guys. Some of it you may like, some of it you may dislike, but at the very end of it, at least you know what's coming. Now, before I get out of here, greatly appreciate a thumbs up. And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe by hitting the red button below. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned to SneakerFiles.com. And if you haven't yet, make sure to subscribe.